Hello, my name is Stacy Kennedy, and I would like to show you how to work the first 10 problems of the June 2020 ACT math test. I number all my tests in order. I receive them, so this test will be test number 56. Software I'm using to display the problems is called Anki Software. If a student is looking to make a perfect score for the math ACT, I strongly suggest using Anki Software. The problems are worked at full speed. Please stop and start the video to work the problems for yourself. Okay, problem number 1 is the greatest common factor problem. When we say greatest common factor problem, we need to automatically just start breaking the numbers down into prime factors. Okay, to do that, say it's 60 there, that becomes 2 times 30, 2 times 15, 3 times 5. So next we'll do a factor tree for 84 and then 126. We'll list all of them in a little chart like this. The greatest common factor is looking at the ones that are common. The 2 times 3 is equal to 6. Okay, problem number 2 is testing to see if we know our exponent rules. Okay, so it's very common that we'll see this problem on every test. If we multiply n to the 7 times n to the 5, we get n to the 7 plus 5 power. 4 times 3 is equal to 12, so our answer will be 12, n to the 12th power, answer J. Okay, in number 3, we're looking at buying a pair of shoes that's 1/4 off the original price. But then we also have a 7% adder tax. So we set it up step 1, our original price times our discount times our tax rate. And then we'll calculate that out. It turned out to be $70.62. We started with $80. We're going to get $9.38 back. Okay, problem number 4. Brandon is trying to raise $140. He's going to sell cookies and brownies. Brownies will be $1 a piece, cookies will be 50 cents a piece. He's going to sell 82 brownies, and we need to know how many cookies does he sell. Let's let X be the cookies sold. Set up our equation to equal 140, plug in the variables, come out that he's got to have 116 cookies sold. In problem number 5, we're given ABC triangle, and we also say that AB is congruent to BC. So that tells us this is an isosceles triangle. We start out at 38 between ECF. It mirrors over to the other side. We put that 38 because it's an isosceles, other side's a 38. And then we set up for 180 is equal to 38 plus angle B. In problem number 6, we have 4 girls that run a race. Their times are 81, 84, 62, and 94. They asked us how many of the girls ran the race in less time than the average of the 4 times. So step 1, we figure out what the average time was, and then compare that against the girls' time, and we see that only one of them, the third one, Shada, was at 62, which is less than the average of 80.25. Okay, for number 7, they say between 9 and 10:20, so that would be 60 plus 20, 80 minutes. They had 18,000 people enter the park. What is the average of visitors per minute? Okay, so what we do is we say got 18,000, 60 minutes for the first hour plus 20 is 80 minutes. Divide 18,000 divided by 80, and we get our average is 225 per minute. Okay, in problem number 8, they give us 2 vectors, vector u and vector v, and then they asked us to add them together. Okay, what we do is we just take the 2 vectors, we list them out into x and y components, we make this chart, add our x's together, add our y's together, and the result of vector u plus vector v is 4, 11. That's our new vector. It's just like doing complex numbers. Okay, in number 9, we have student J and student X, and they're painting a room. They start out with 5 gallons of paint on the first day. Student J uses half a gallon. Student X uses 1 3/4 gallon. We just set it up like this, break it out into fractions. You could also just do the calculator 5 minus 0.5 minus 1.75, and you get 2.75, answer B. Okay, in number 10, they give us a point, coordinates 4, so x is 4. They don't tell us the y coordinate, they just give us an r. They say it lies on the graph or the function negative 3x plus 2. That's a straight line. All we have to do is plug in our known value of x, which is 4, plug that into the x position, and then calculate it. So y becomes a negative 10.